So as I was saying before, removing this hair here is pretty simple. You just circle it with the patch tool. Make sure you carry it over to pretty much in the same area. Keep it real close so that the color of the skin doesn't change. You see a little bit of stuff there. Move that over. And then when you have these, what I like to do is I like to take the stamp tool. You can just hit S on your keyboard or go over here and click, hold, select your clone stamp tool there. What I like to do with that is I like to keep the the hardness of the brush. I like to keep it really soft. As you can see, it's 0%. The size, I just basically do what I think would work, which I'll click right about here. I think that looks about the same. And what I'll do is I'll just go over that right there. Notice how it made that nice bright spot, right? Well, you go back to your patch tool, you can get rid of that there. See how it minimized that? Then what I like to do with the very, very close part there, because sometimes what the patch tool or stamp will do is it'll actually, you can remove too much of it. Because I didn't crop this image, I can go ahead and use my history brush, which for me, my shortcut is just Y. You hit that. As long as you didn't crop the image, you're able to use the history brush. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll draw this back in. Now you can have the opacity at, right up here. You can have that at 20%, or in this case 100, because I'm just using my history brush, so it's going to bring back everything. If you look, see how nicely it gets rid of that overdoing of the hair right there, overdoing of this clone stamp. I'll go back into my patch tool and I'll select another area. Notice I'm doing it piece by piece. I'm not just going over the whole thing and just trying to carry the whole thing over at once, because that's going to cause a bad effect. It's going to make it look like it's been edited. So I think that looks pretty good. Maybe lighten this up a little bit here. So what I like to do is I like to just use my brush tool. So your shortcut's B on your keyboard on a Mac. I like to select an area, maybe like right here. Make sure my opacity is nice and low. 20% is good. I'll go ahead and make my brush a little smaller about there, and then I'll go in here and I'll go ahead and I'll just brush that in. And what you can also do with that, since you're already started at your 20%, is to try to get rid of some of this shine here, which, there you go, which I've done there. So then you back out, you take a look at it. Does it look natural? Sure. I think I'm still catching a little bit of shadow right here, so I'll just use my patch tool again, get rid of that area.